The Value of Courage. The Story of Jackie Robinson. A value tale by Spencer Johnson. This tale is about the courageous Jackie Robinson, a story that follows based on events in his life. Once upon a time, there lived a young boy named Jackie Robinson. Looking at him, you might think he was just an ordinary boy. He walked like his friends. He talked like his friends. He even dressed like his friends. But there was one thing about Jackie that made him very special. Can you guess what it was? Jackie could run faster, jump higher, and throw a ball harder than anyone on the block.
Hey, Jackie!
His friends shouted.
Slow down. We can't keep up with you.
Jackie laughed.
This is as slow as I go.
He'd say, then he would zip off over walls and around fences, running as if his shoes were on fire. But Jackie didn't have much time for play. His family was poor, and Jackie worked to help out. He delivered newspapers after school. And on weekends, Jackie sold hot dogs at a baseball stadium near his home in California. Jackie worked hard and sold lots of hot dogs. Of course, he watched the ball games too, when he got the chance.
One day as he watched, Jackie noticed something. It was something he had seen before, but had never really thought about. He looked at the pitcher and at the catcher. He looked at the batter and at the first baseman. He looked at the dugouts where the other players were sitting.
I don't understand it.
He said to himself.
There aren't any black players on either team.
Hey, boy!
A man shouted.
How about one of those hot dogs?
Jackie jumped, and he hurried back to work. That evening at supper, Jackie asked,
Mama, how come blacks don't play on big league baseball teams? Aren't they good enough players?
His mother answered,
Oh, they play well enough, Jackie. But they aren't allowed to play in the big leagues. Only white men are allowed to play.
His brother Mac poked Jackie in the ribs.
They're afraid our color might rub off on them.
Everyone but Jackie laughed, but at the same time they felt a little sad. Jackie was angry.
That's not fair.
His mother said.
No, I don't suppose it is. But you must control your temper. It's one thing to be brave. It's another to have courage.
Jackie didn't really know what that meant, at least not yet anyway. But he knew how he felt. Jackie felt angry.
If somebody tried to stop me, I will wrestle him to the ground.
Then he wrestled his favorite brother Mac to the floor to show what he meant. Jackie's temper always got the better of him when it came to unfairness. But his mother understood.
Someday it might change.
She said,
But not by fighting with your brother. Now finish your dinner, because I have a surprise for you.
What do you suppose the surprise was? It was a baseball. Oh, it wasn't the kind of a baseball that you can buy in a store. Thought it was a rag ball. Jackie's mother had made it out of woolen socks and bits of brightly colored cloth. She had tied it up with a bit of string and a lot of love. When Jackie saw that rag ball, he let out a yell that rattled the windows.
My own baseball.
He shouted happily.
I will keep it as long as I live.
After that, Jackie played with his rag ball whenever he wasn't working or at school. Came to love the rag ball so much that he even talked to it. He threw it high against brick walls. Then he caught it before it could fall back to the ground.
Gotcha,
He said. Then he tossed the ball against curbs and grabbed it as it bounced back to him. Jackie had a lot of fun playing with his rag ball. They were as close as peanut butter and jelly. Sometimes, Jackie made believe he was a big league baseball player. He used to hit his rag ball with a stick and pretend he was hitting a real baseball with a real bat. But one day, Jackie hit the rag ball too hard. It flew up and up and up into the air, and what do you think happened then? The rag ball split apart. Bits and pieces of colored cloth exploded out of it and scattered everywhere.
Jackie Robinson's story teaches us a very important lesson. Even though Jackie was fast, strong, and talented, he realized that life wasn't always fair. He noticed that people like him weren't allowed to play in the big leagues because of the color of their skin. Instead of getting angry, Jackie's mom taught him that true courage means staying patient and brave, even when things aren't right. To encourage him, Jackie's mom made him a special ball out of old socks and colorful fabric. Jackie loved that ball and played with it every day, imagining he was in the big leagues. He practiced hard and never gave up on his dream. But what do you think happened to Jackie's special ball in the end? One day, while he was playing, the ball split apart and colorful pieces flew everywhere. Let's see how Jackie handles this next challenge.